U.S. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries said the Biden administration needs to look at some changes at its U.S. Embassy in Georgetown. He also said that there is no place for racism and discrimination in Guyana. Jeffries made the comments at a rally on Sunday at the Grand Army Plaza in Brooklyn, New York. The meeting was organized by groups in the U.S. calling for an end to racism in Guyana.
And the first thing that I think the Biden administration needs to do is to get rid of the Trump-appointed ambassador to Guyana. It's time for you to go. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. We're going to turn this situation around. God bless you, God bless Guyana, and God bless the United States of America. Every one of you to deal with the situation down in Guyana and to make it clear to everyone in the world that we will not tolerate racism. We will not tolerate intolerance. We will not tolerate bigotry. We will not tolerate hatred. We will not tolerate xenophobia. We will not tolerate racially motivated violence. We will not tolerate discrimination. We will not tolerate injustice. And we will stand together until we end that situation in Guyana. And it's not just me, it's my sister, Congresswoman Yvette Clarke. We stand together. The Congressional Black Caucus stands together, and we're going to make it clear that it's time for the Biden administration to act.
In opposition quarters, fingers are pointed at the governing People's Progressive Party for the treatment of some Guyanese. Among the issues raised by the opposition were the dismissal of hundreds of workers from the public service and the unfair distribution of the $25,000 COVID relief. By late Monday afternoon, President Irfaan Ali responded to what he calls an event filled with lies, hate, and race baiting.
I am open to engagement with anyone, but when someone who profess to be credible, in the face of what the OAS would say, in the face of what the EU would say, Canada, the US, the Carter Center, and still envelope himself in the lies and the deception and the hate that went on there, then I think that a serious examination, a re-examination is needed as to what the motive was.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mark Phillips said the government was disappointed that the congressman has allowed himself to be negatively influenced by individuals who are adamant in destroying our beautiful country by instigating violence and division among our people. We invite Congressman Jeffries to have discussions with us on matters of mutual interest, the Prime Minister's statement said. President Ali on Monday announced $2.6 billion worth of additional support to the most vulnerable in our society. Some of these measures include a one-off grant of $25,000 to all old age pensioners, equivalent to 1 month of old age pension. The president said the grant will benefit almost 65,000 persons and place an additional $1.6 billion of disposable income into the hands of our elderly.
A one-off grant of $25,000 to all public assistance recipients and persons with disabilities. This grant will benefit more than 25,000 persons and place more than $600 million of additional disposable income into their pockets, the pockets of the vulnerable, those who are in our society and part of the group of persons with disability, and also the recipient of public assistance. These persons too will get a one-off grant of $25,000 each.
An electricity credit paid to GPL on behalf of households consuming not more than 75 kilowatt hours per month. The credit to each household will be equivalent to more than 1 month of their electricity bill and will inject more than $200 million of disposable income to more than 40,000 households.
Together, these three new measures will provide additional income support for $2.6 billion of $2.6 billion to our most vulnerable households. This comes on top of the COVID-19 relief cash grant that we rolled out as soon as we came into office, and which is currently in its second phase. Once this phase is finished, the COVID-19 relief grant will have placed more than $8 billion in the hands of families across our country.
Now, while the president was making those announcements, the opposition leader Joseph Harmon said these piecemeal measures were clearly a reaction to public outcry and condemnation. According to Harmon, they were evidently designed to distract from the onslaught of negative publicity the PPP received at the weekend when their racist policies were firmly placed in the spotlight in Guyana, in the diaspora, and internationally.
So what they're trying to do is to give you $25,000 as a cash grant for pensioners. Now, let me put this in context. We have had, over the last year, one-off cash grant for COVID-19, one-off cash grant for the Because We Care program, another one-off for flood relief. And you know what? None of these programs have been properly administered. They're all mired in confusion and in corruption. And so to add 3 new grants to that is basically adding more confusion upon confusion and creating an avenue for the sticky fingers in the administration to put more monies in the pocket. So when Irfaan Ali speaks about 1.6 billion for that, 2 billion for that, that is all he can speak about. Because the money never trickles down into the pocket of those persons who need it. And in cases where it happens, they have been very selective in who gets it and who doesn't get it.
According to Harmon, President Ali failed to announce salary increases for public servants, yet again denying hard-working members of the public service their customary annual salary increase for 2 years in a row.
What has happened to the teachers? You are just paying $25,000 for this, $25,000 for that, $15,000 for this. Like if you're going in the market and you're shopping. Where is the long-term plan to deal with the skyrocketing prices in the market? Where is a long-term plan to deal with the rising cost of living in this country? People are asking about that. That is what we want to know. But don't come in the middle of the night with this bag of goodies like if you're sharing out something and read off a whole host of things which you should have done, but all has not been completed, Irfaan. You are now talking about new one-off grants and you still haven't administered those, which you said you would. What has happened, by the way, Mr. President, to the audit of the COVID-19 cash grant? What has happened to that since December last year? You announced it. We're into August of 2021 and nothing about it. You are just putting money in the hands of people who are going to siphon it off.
For these and other stories, do visit us at our website at www.rdproductionsgy.com.